Hello friends, my name is Rudin VS. You are watching me on TechMerize YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss on quantum computing and quantum supremacy. Even though this concept is difficult for people with computer knowledge, I will try to keep it as simple as I can. And before we start, I would like to remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you find this video interesting and click on that bell icon so you will get notified about the latest tech videos whenever I upload. So, let's start. Today we have smartphones in our pocket that have enough processing power to operate a space shuttle. And the computers which we use today is referred to as classical computers in this video, and that classical computing power will not be enough for the global digital space expansion in our future. Even though a quantum computer will not be able to replace classical computers which we use today, it can answer a lot of questions classical computer will fail to answer in the future because of the processing power limitation. So the basic question is, how does a computer work? Present day computers work by manipulating bits which can take either 0 or 1 as values. 0 means there is no current and 1 means there is current in the circuit. We store information using these bits like a photo, word file, a web page, etc. Everything is manipulation of this 0 or 1. But in quantum computing, they don't use the classical bits. Instead, they use something called quantum bit or qubit. The difference between qubit and a classical bit is that qubit can have values either 0, 1 or a superposition of 0 or 1 at the same time. And in classical bit, we can only have either 0 or 1. Let me give you an example and try to make it clear. So assume you have a coin in your hand. So when you toss it, you can have either head or tail. So the outcome of this coin, if it is tail, we can say it is 1. If it is head, we can say it is 0. So in this example, if you are tossing 4 times, you will have 4 possible outcomes: head head, head tail, tail head and tail tail. These are the 4 possible outcomes, and if you want to store this using classical computing, you will need 4 variables or 4 bits. In quantum computing, you can represent all these 4 outcomes using 2 bits with parallel computing environment. All possible outcomes of this experiment can be represented in just 2 qubits, and you need to apply some quantum mechanical calculations over these qubits to receive all the outputs. It is a bit complicated how to actually implement it, but to understand the concept, this example will be enough. In this example, only difference of 2 bits is there. So you may feel like, okay, what's the big thing? But when you expand the domain, when you toss 1000 times, 10,000 times, the number of variables need to store in classical computing becomes very huge. Whereas compared to quantum computing, it's still in number of 10,000 or 1000. So it's a very huge difference when you expand the domain. That's when quantum computing becomes very significant. So by definition, a quantum computer is type of computer that uses quantum mechanics so that it can perform certain kind of computation more efficiently than a regular computer can. There are companies researching on quantum computer like Google, Intel, IBM, etc. Until recently, the superiority of quantum computers was in theory. To prove that quantum computers are superior compared to classical computers, they have to do something that will take a classical computers a lifetime to do in a very short span using a quantum computer. So this was actually the practical test for quantum supremacy. Google made a buzz around internet when they have recently released a statement saying that their 54 qubit quantum computer actually proved quantum supremacy. They have completed some task which will take a classical computers a lifetime to complete within a span of minutes or seconds. And IBM soon replied that they have not achieved quantum supremacy. Both are competing research fellows in the same field, so we are not sure which statement is true. But the thing that is sure is that quantum supremacy is very close in reality. If quantum computer becomes a reality and it is readily available to the users, it will change a lot of things around. Like all the encryptions which we are using today, even the harder one is based on the fact that it will take a lifetime to decrypt that using a classical computer. But if quantum computers are available, they can easily decrypt using a brute force or whatever means they have within a span of say minutes or even days. So it's going to change a lot. The security will be compromised. if there is no encryption in the internet, which means financial institutions will be compromised, there will not be any privacy in the internet, and internet will go haywire. But let's hope that we'll be ready by the time to fight against such computing power. That's all for today. If you find this video informative and you really liked it, please share it with your friends. So have a nice day. Goodbye. See you on the next video.